Alright, we are back, and now let's go get Excalibur. So, because we're level 7, we're fast, which means we basically can move more quickly. For example, you'll notice, watch how sometimes you'll move. Notice how I moved, and the turn count didn't go up. Basically, the way it works is you have so many, there's this sort of number of, let me think how to explain. You get, like, a certain number of steps every number of turns. Normally, it's 12 for 12, so each time you move, you get, a turn goes by. A higher speed makes it so that, like, I think, like, say 16. That means there's going to be 16 movements you can do within those 12. So sometimes you'll be able to get 2 movements into 1 turn. Why do you think that the Leprechaun was able to move faster than us? Because it had a very high speed. Oh, that's an acid blob, okay. Yeah, they're not too dangerous. But they can corrode your stuff. Come on. I'll just let the pet kill it. Alright. Alright, so how do you do this? Well, it's pretty simple. You get some fountains. You dip your longsword into it. Remember, you have to be level 5, and you have to be lawful for this to work. You have a 1/6 chance of it turning into Excalibur. There are some negative things that can happen, so be sure to be prepared for that. Normally I would start at the highest level. You know, actually, let's do that. Let's go back to level 1. I know this is a bit tedious, but this is the safest way to do it in my experience. Because if you don't want to have to deal with a water demon, those are annoying. And it's best to have them on a high level where things are safe, and also a level you're less likely to have to return to. I do want the pet to be there because, is it still a kitten? Oh no, it's up to house cat. Nice. Once they gain enough levels, they will turn into house cats and then large cats. It makes it so they're not quite as fast, but they are... Oh, I guess I'll just throw this stuff at it. Okay, let's quiver, this. I might as well eat it. Come on, cat. You know, we might as well see what, stuff is, see which stuff is cursed or not. Come on, kitten. Where is it? Where? Oh, there it is. Come on. Come on. It needs to be next to you to go up with you or down with you. I don't think I mentioned that. Okay, so, we're on level 1. Well, there's no fountains here. That was a waste of time, I guess. The reason we want to start at the higher levels is that these are the ones we're less likely to have to go to. Sometimes you might get a demon, like an enemy, usually water demons, you don't want to have to fight, but you don't, and you just might not want to go back to the level for a while. The higher it is, the less likely you are to have to return to it. Go down. Alright, here we go. Again, we just do this sort of auto walk. I press the, I have no idea the name for this symbol. The thing that's above the left bracket. Alright, let's try to do it. Again, I never mentioned this. You press the numerical sign here, shift and 3 to make this appear. And then there's several things you can do. So let's try dip. What are we going to dip? Well, This, yes. A feeling of loss comes over you. Sometimes dipping something into a fountain will uncurse it. That means that it would have been uncursed if it was cursed, but it wasn't, meaning that you effectively sort of wasted that dip. Hence the feeling of loss. Let's try again. Water nymph. Aw, dang. Nymphs are annoying as heck. Here's the problem with them. They can steal stuff from you. So if they hit you, they'll steal something, I think, at random and teleport away. Kind of like leprechauns, but even much more annoying. Okay. Well, here's what we need to do. First, try to get away from it. We're faster than we might be able to get a bit of a head start. Or not. Okay. Here's what we do then. Elbereth. Good, we did it right. So now it's running away. Keep doing it because it will smudge. It's best to do this sort of ahead of time before they're next to you. Because you don't have a 100% chance of successfully putting it in, of riding it. Basically, we're just going to let the cat do it. Here's the thing, if you aren't carrying any items or your pet isn't, it can't steal stuff from you. It'll, hit you, deal no damage, I think. I can't remember if it can deal damage, but whatever, that's not the important thing. It's not much damage. So, like the leprechauns, when you have no gold, it won't teleport away. So there we go. Alright, it's gone. It's finished. That's one of the enemies that can appear when this happens. Alright, so where were we? Ah, yes, we were dipping. Let's try it again. Oh, dang. This is one of the annoying things that can happen. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to decide whether I should try to just get out of here, or if I should try for Elbereth. Oh yeah, you can't ride on water, that was the problem. Okay, this is one of the reasons it's good to be speedy. It lets you get away from it. Alright. Water moccasins can be a bit dangerous, particularly because there's so many of them. There, this is what's called a choke point. Only one will be able to really get through and attack you at once, so you don't have to deal with all of them attacking you simultaneously. Press S to let make them come. I don't think these guys are poisonous. But now, imagine if I had done that right when I got to level 5. I might not have been able... Oh, they are poisonous! That's not good! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, whoops. Poisoned, okay. That, yeah. That hit you for a bunch of damage because it was poison. Those things actually have a chance of instantly killing you with poison, but it is a low chance. And our, cloak, which gives us some protection from that. Let's try some of this. Let's try hitting it from a distance. Oh. Here, I know what I should be doing. Let me just get away from it so I have enough time to do this once. There we go, okay. Are they still around? I think we got rid of all of them. I think these are poisonous. I can't remember if they're to eat. I can't remember if they got poison resistance, though. Oh, if a corpse is poisonous to eat, it doesn't have a chance of killing you. It'll just decrease your strength and constitution and deal some damage to you. Oh, whoops, ugh. So one way to deal with eating a poisonous corpse, if you don't have poison resistance, is use a unicorn horn, which will restore your stats. But we don't have a unicorn horn. Okay, let's try to get out of here. Okay. Is the cat killing it? Is it dead? Okay. Try to quiver some... Whoops. Escape, quiver something else. C. Come on, hit the stupid thing. I wonder why it's staying where it is. Is it in a trap? Guess not. Guess it was just staying there for some reason. Alright, I think that's all of them. Dang, I should have kept track of how many we killed. Might as well eat the nude corpse. That's one of the dangerous things that can happen with this. Luckily, we were able to survive it because, you know, we're strong enough. That's why, again, wait till level 7. That increased speed can be a lifesaver. I'm waiting for the cat to be here because, again, you know, good to be able to deal with this stuff. Okay. Dip. Dang it, rusts. Okay. 2 things to remember. This is one of the dangerous, another reason to be strong. It can rust it. Each level of rust, there's a maximum of 3, will decrease its effectiveness. Now, when it becomes Excalibur, all levels of rust are removed, so it's not too big a deal. Another reason to not do it immediately. If you wait, you'll have more fountains to do it in. Note how this disappeared? Each fountain has a chance of disappearing when you dip stuff. Now, it said water goes forth. Well, that's this stuff. That's water. Yeah, you can just see. Well, that's not useful at all. You might notice it's facing the other direction. These waters are not that safe to walk on. Now, if you walk into it, you'll all of your stuff will get wet, which can blank your scrolls and dilute your potions. Which basically, if your scroll is blanked, it just becomes a blank scroll. If it's a potion is diluted, if it's diluted twice, it turns into a potion of water. That's not necessarily a great thing. Oh, and it can rust your armor. So don't step into water unless you know what you're doing. But again, it's the opposite sort of direction. That's how you can tell of the brackets. That's how you can tell a difference. Okay, so let's get back. Keep going back down. Okay, so here's another one. Let's try it. Whoops. Oh, not a water demon. Oh! Water demons are annoying. They're a bit strong, hard to kill, and oh yeah, they can summon other demons. Sometimes very dangerous demons. Sure, it has a low chance of getting anything really dangerous, but it's still a chance, so we are going to get the heck away from this water demon. Let me think of a good way to do. Okay. Here's what I think is the best way to do it. We just need to... Oh, I can't, to just close it in a room. Where'd it go? No, come on, I'm trying to get it to follow me. I'm not even going to try fighting it, because that gives it a higher chance of, again, summoning those strong monsters. Okay. Here's what we do. We lure it into here. Okay. Close. There we go. We're safe from it, because those things are kind of... Oh, wait, that thing can open them? Aw, dang. Screw it. We'll just... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. What did it just summon? What did it just summon? Okay, a Vrock. That's annoying, but not the most dangerous thing. You know what? We're just getting out of here. Come on, get in here. Come on, just get here, cat. Okay. We're going down. Let's go down again. Ah, man, I thought those things couldn't open doors. Ah, man, I really could use a key to lock the door so they can't get through. I can't remember how strong Vrocks are. Okay, we're getting some, Oh, I thought we had some leg. Come on, I'll just let it kill the gnome, I guess. Come on, back here. Okay, so, because normally by the time you encounter them, you're, like, so strong. They're just, like, a cinch to kill. I'm not going to take that chance. I'll look up their strength later. Okay, let's see. Come on, get here. I want to have the pat here so it'll be able to, like, you know, kill stuff if it arises. Mostly that's useful for nymphs more than anything else, but let's wait until it's in here. Okay, let's try this again. Rust, yay. Stop rusting! Ah, finally, Excalibur! That's what the message is. Oh, by the way, this always makes a fountain disappear. So don't do it when you're in Mine Town, unless you know what you're doing, because that'll always get rid of the fountain. That gets a whole, like, all the watchmen angry at you, and they're kind of dangerous. The point is, we got Excalibur. Well, what did that do? Well, it makes it rust-proof. It increases the damage it deals by a considerable amount, makes you impervious to drain attacks, and automatic searching. Every time you make a move, it'll automatically search for you, which is really convenient. Again, this, like normal searching, it's not 100% chance of actually finding something if it's there, but oh man, sometimes you'll just find stuff you would never have bothered searching for. Alright, so that's good. That's very good so far. Oh man, we spent a whole lot of time getting that. Welcome to NetHack. That's how you win the game. You do stuff that's boring and tedious. Hooray! Okay, so now the floor below the Oracle level has the entrance to Sokoban, which is actually a stair leading upstairs. So we just got to find that. Let's kill this thing, I guess. Might as well eat it. Okay, here we go. Good. We actually want to leave our pet behind. Why? Well, this is Sokoban. What you do in it is you solve these puzzles. You have to push these boulders around to fill the pits. That's those sort of like, those blue things you kind of see to our lower left. And that will let you get to the next level. Pretty simple, although, well, not so simple to solve them. This is actually kind of a bit of a tedious part of the game, but still, you can find solutions for these online. Now, I've done these so many times I got it practically memorized. So why do we not want the pet here? Because it can get in the way of the boulders, and that can make things very dangerous, especially if it gets between a boulder and a place you have to move it and it gets trapped. The only way to get rid of it is to kill the thing, and that's really bad. You don't want to kill your pets. You got some big penalties there. So let's do this. Here's the thing. Each level of Sokoban has a random wand and a random wing. Let's see, did I say wing? I meant ring. Let's identify this. Okay, so we wrote in dust. Now let's try this. Nothing. Alright, let's try zapping it at ourselves. Nothing. So we have no idea what this is. That narrows it down a lot, but still doesn't tell us. There's also a lot of food in Sokoban, so if you're having trouble, like, you know, running low on food, it could be a good place to try to head to. Normally I only go here after coming to Mine Town, but, well, due to the whole Mind Flayer thing, that's been changed a bit. Maybe we'll get super lucky and find a Wand of Wishing. Now, In both of the versions of this level, each level of Sokoban has 2 different versions of it. Which of course means, a different puzzle. In the lower left-hand corner of the first level, there are 2 scrolls. These are always scrolls of earth. What do those do? Well, when you read them, it'll make boulders come. Here's an annoying thing about Sokoban, though. If you do what's known as considered cheating, it will give you a luck penalty. That involves things like destroying boulders, teleporting them, reading scrolls of earth to make them appear, more boulders appear. It's kind of annoying because the game doesn't really give you any indications this is the case. I kind of wish there was a message that says something like, you feel like a cheater, to indicate something bad was happening. I remember listening to this sort of podcast about like roguelikes a while ago, and they identified that as sort of an issue in Sokoban. And I have to kind of agree. Now, I know it, but I think there should be an in-game explanation of that. We've got all these things and I don't know what any of them do. Normally you figure it out with a scroll of identify, but we haven't found any. And normally you identify the scroll of identify by, dropping it in a shop and price identifying it, because it's by far the cheapest of all the scrolls, so it's easy to figure it out. When I say drop, I mean, trying to sell it, or even, seeing it being sold in a shop. We haven't really found, and while we've got a shop there, we haven't really gotten the scrolls necessary. I mean, we haven't found one of those. We found some scrolls, but not any of those, just the enchant. Fubi Blet, maybe that's one. Maybe I should check, I price identify that later. Okay, that's an enemy in the way. We need to wait for it to get here, so we can kill it, so we can push this stuff. Otherwise, it'll get stuck between there, and, well, I mean, I guess we can kill it by throwing some arrows at it. Boulders don't stop arrows, thankfully. Which is weird, because they're so high, big, you apparently can't see past them. Alright, we got there. This one. This is one of the easiest levels of Sokoban. Oh, there's this wand is there. Okay, we'll have to we'll get it once we get through some of these. Yeah, this level of Sokoban is cake, utter cake, which is funny because if memory serves right, the alternate version of this is like one of the most annoying levels in Sokoban. Alright, yeah. This part's always kind of boring. Alright, so here, how do we get that? Well, if we step on it, we'll fall through it. So what we need to do is turn on auto pickup, walk over here, and we'll pick up what's the stuff on it automatically. I don't like auto pickup normally because you can be picking up stuff you don't want to pick up, especially if it's like a cockatrice corpse. Blech. If you're not wearing gloves and you touch it, you instantly get turned to stone and die. Oh, dang. All that talk about how easy it was and I messed this up. Okay. Yeah, there's no way to get past this without putting one of the after doing that, one of the boulders in a place where I can't, get it out of. But that's okay, because again, this one is very easy. There's so much room for error here. So that boulder that's all the way to the left, I can't get it off of that wall, basically. But it doesn't matter because I have all these. Yeah, I messed that up, but yeah. Alright, so, I guess we might as well try to make some small talk. So, let's see, what's something big that's going on recently? Well, I don't know, I don't really watch the news much. I can only describe my political affiliations. See, you know how some people say, oh, they're conservative or liberal or libertarian or any of that stuff. My political affiliation is apathetic. So I don't really have much to say in regards to that. Okay, I guess we'll just have to kick this open. Normally I find like a key or something by now. Oh, that probably woke up all the enemies, including the nymph. Okay, there's some good stuff about nymphs here, though. This is a no teleport level, so while they can steal stuff, they can't teleport away with them. So we got that. That was pretty easy. Bubbly potion. If there's a potion carried by a nymph, it is usually object detection. So I'm just gonna name it such. This what was it? Looking glass, the mirror, can be used to scare some enemies sometimes. Don't want to eat the yellow mold corpse because I think it's poisonous, and it gives you hallucination, which basically makes it so you have a lot of trouble telling what's what. Which is problematic with enemies because you don't know what the enemies are. You just know it's a enemy. Sorry, did I say a enemy? I meant an enemy. Okay, hang on, I gotta get my bearings straight. What do I do here? Okay. Okay, but I do feel like I need to keep talking to entertain you. Let's see, I mean, I guess I could babble on about Magic the Gathering, because I play that, but that would probably be really boring to anyone who doesn't play it. Well, why not? You'll have no idea what I'm talking about, but maybe that might be funny. Yeah, so, let's see. Yeah, so I play it, I kind of mostly play Modern and Legacy formats. Mostly Modern, I seem to have the most success with that anyway. I play, Green Red Tron, Urzatron. See, it's well, here I'll explain how that deck works. Even if you don't play Magic, or if you don't or even if you do and haven't heard of the deck, it should explain it. Basically, what you get, the way Magic works is you play these land cards and you can tap them for mana, M-A-N-A. Not to be confused with M-A-N-N-A. That's a totally different thing. And you use that to cast spells. The more mana you have, obviously, the more powerful spells you can cast, because more expensive spells are usually more powerful. There's these three lands called the Urzatron: Urza's Tower, Urza's Mine, and Urza's Power Plant. I think I need to kill this thing to prevent it from getting in the way. Sorry, Gnome. Now, ordinarily, each of them only produces one mana, which is normal for lands. Normally, they only produce one. However, if you have... Ooh. Well, I'm going to have to kill it to get out of the way. Ah, just a dagger. Oh, burdened. I'll get back to the Urzatron in a moment, but, basically, yeah, we're getting, near our maximum encumbrance. Your encumbrance is determined by your strength and constitution. The higher each of them is, the more you can carry. There is a maximum, though, so, like, even if it gets too high enough, you can only carry up to that maximum. I've got a really high strength and constitution, so we've got, no problems there. So we're at the maximum, but again, because we're at the highest you could possibly be carrying, as in your capacity. But the amount that we're currently carrying, is getting near that, as shown by just carrying that, made that happen. So we'd probably have to be getting rid of some of this stuff. Did we get a, wand? No, I don't remember finding one. Maybe it's underneath one of the boulders. Sometimes that happens. Anyway, Urzatron. If you have one of each of those in play, they'll produce a lot more mana. Urza's Tower will produce 3. Urza's Mine and Power Plant will produce 2. I'm not seeing anything. So that means you're getting 7 mana from 3 land. You can then use that mana, because again, the more expensive spells are usually better. So since you've got so much more mana than your opponent, you can cast way more powerful spells. The whole deck is devoted to getting one of each of those lands into play and using the mana to cast really powerful stuff. Some people really hate that deck because they think it's like uninteractive. Phooey to them, I say. Phooey! Okay. Here. Don't like to go falling down, but yeah. It hurts your dexterity. See, there's different things you can do to exercise or abuse your stats. And ones that and you know, every now and then it'll like every so often it checks it, and if you've done a lot of exercising or a lot of abusing, it'll increase or decrease it. Oh wow, this part has gotten pretty long. I'll see you next video. But anyway, actually, before we do that, falling down stairs like that abuses it. Okay, next video now.